You're not going blank because you don't know what to say. You're going blank because in that moment, your brain has decided that being judged is more dangerous than being silent. And it is not an English or a communication problem. It is actually a survival response. And in today's episode, I'm going to show you exactly why this happens and what is the way to fix it. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Speak Up with Moupriya. If you are new here, I'm so glad that you found this video because this one is definitely going to change something for you. And if you have been here for a while, you know I don't like to waste your time. So let us straight get to the topic. Let me describe a moment that I know that you have been in. Someone asks you a question in an office meeting or in a group or even just in a regular conversation. And you know the answer. You know what to say. You're preparing to give your answer. It is right there at the tip of your tongue. And then when you open your mouth to speak, you say a couple of words and then nothing. Your mind is completely blank. When you opened your mouth, what came out was either something completely wrong or nothing at all. And the worst part of it all, the moment that pressure is off, the moment you are out of that environment, probably when you are sitting back or you are walking back home, the answer comes flooding back into your mind, crystal clear. And you think, why does this always happen to me? Tell me if this has not happened to you. So today, I am going to answer that question for you properly because the answer is not really what most people think it is. So here is what is actually happening when your mind goes completely blank. Your brain, or all of our brains, have primarily one job, and that job is not to make us look good or not to help us communicate better. It is rather to keep you and to keep all of us safe. Our brain is always trying to protect us. That's the basic job. And somewhere, through years of experience, through being laughed at when you said something wrong, through being corrected in front of others, through being told directly or indirectly that you are not that good at putting your points across, your brain has learned something. It learned that speaking up in certain situations is dangerous. Not dangerous like crossing a road, dangerous like I might be judged for it. I might be wrong. I might embarrass myself. I might lose my reputation or self-respect. And the moment our brain detects that kind of danger, it triggers something known as the threat response. Your cortisol levels spike and your prefrontal cortex, which is the part of your brain that is responsible for language, for reasoning, for assessing your own thoughts, that part of your brain goes blank. It switches off. It is not stupidity. It is not even weakness. Also, it is not poor communication skills. It is just exactly what your brain was trained to do. That is, to protect you from a perceived threat. Now, the problem is, this threat that your brain is detecting, it is not real. This threat is a story. And you, my friend, have been living inside that story for so long that you have stopped questioning it. Let me tell you that once again because you really need to hear it. The blank is not about what you know. The blank, in fact, is about what you are afraid of losing. So now, let's talk about how to fix it. Now, there are exactly 3 things that I want you to start doing. And I want to be clear. These are not tricks. These are not hacks. They are genuine shifts that rewires how your brain responds under pressure. Of course, over a period of time. So they work, but they require consistency. So the first thing that I want you to do is name the threat. What do I mean by name the threat? The next time you feel yourself starting to go blank in any sort of conversation, before it happens, in that moment, when you are actually feeling that now the pressure is building, I want you to ask yourself one simple question. What am I actually afraid of right now? Ask yourself this question in your mind. Not loudly, but just name that fear inside of yourself. Am I afraid of being wrong? Am I afraid of being judged? Or am I afraid of sounding stupid? Name it. The moment you name your fear, you are activating your prefrontal cortex and you are bringing it back online. You are not letting it turn off completely. So this way, you are giving your brain something concrete to work with. nothing vague. Your brain is not blank in the sense that it is thinking there is a danger, but it doesn't know what danger it is. So give your brain some information as to what you are afraid of. Now understand this, naming your fear will not make your fear go away. What it is going to do is just reduce it, make it smaller. Small enough to at least speak through that conversation. Now comes the second thing that I want you to do. And this one is called anchor to one sentence. So before any situation where you feel that pressure is coming, it can be a meeting, it can be a presentation, it can be just a conversation, something that you are already nervous about. Prepare one sentence about that entire topic or that entire conversation. Prepare one sentence really well. The single most important thing that you want to share during that conversation. Not your entire speech, but I want you to be 100% confident, rather 500% confident with that one sentence which you feel will make the most impact, and you should know that sentence right at the top of your head. Because here is what happens under pressure. Your brain cannot hold 10 thoughts together when it is under threat, but it can definitely latch on to one thought that is important. And when everything goes blank, you can still crawl back to that one sentence that your brain remembers. And when you speak that one sentence, it will help you to speak a few more in that flow without forgetting the entire thing. And now comes the third and the most important part, which is practice the uncomfortable. This one is the hardest and yet the most important. The only way to train your brain that speaking up is safe is to actually speak up repeatedly in progressively high pressure situations, starting with the lowest possible risks and then building up on that. I am not telling you to go and give a TED talk tomorrow, but I am telling you, next time in a family discussion, bring about that courage to put across your point. In your next team meeting, ask one question that you would rather swallow and not ask in a different situation. In your next conversation with a colleague or a friend, finish one sentence that you started but you fumbled in between. So our practice involves small, consistent, yet real conversations. Every time you see that you speak and the world is not ending, your brain is actually updating the threat assessment. Every single time. It is slow, it is not glamorous, but this is exactly how the going blank is going to go away permanently over time with practice. Not through confidence, but through evidence. You need to give proof to your brain that it is safe to speak up. I want to share something with you today. I have worked with people on exactly this for the last 12 years. Professionals, students, women who all were brilliant in their own way, except they could not make their voice heard in a room. And in every single case, without any exception, the blank was never about ability. It was always about a story. A story that started somewhere. A moment where someone laughed when they said something, or someone dismissed them or corrected them in front of everyone, or simply asked them to shut up. They took that moment, they held that moment close to their heart, and they built a belief around it. I am not a good speaker. My English is not good enough. People do not want to hear what I have to say. And they carried that belief into every room, every situation that they walked into for years, sometimes even for decades. The work here is not learning to speak. The work is unlearning the story that told you or convinced you that you cannot speak. And that work, I promise you, is completely possible. And I have seen it happen too many times not to believe it. So let me bring this together and wrap up. You go blank because your brain is protecting you from a threat situation. The threat is a story, it is not real. And the fix is to train your brain with evidence that this threat is not real. Name the fear, anchor to one sentence, and practice the uncomfortable. You are not broken. You were never broken. You were just never shown or told how this works. That's it. If this video helped you, give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear what is your one takeaway from this video. Also, share this with a friend who might need to hear this video today. And if you feel that you don't have enough people to practice, then check out my description box. You will find my free downloadable 7-step communication ebook. Download it and you will find the link to my WhatsApp community. You will also find the links to all the courses that I offer. Choose what is best for you and get started on this journey of finding yourself and making yourself a better person and a better professional. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, then subscribe, because I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And this is exactly the kind of content we do here. We are not just focusing on English, but we are focusing on the bigger picture and overall growth. Bye for now, and I'll see you all on Friday.